Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin the power of genuine interest in others, a path to building meaningful connections. One of the most powerful ways to influence others is through genuine interest. People are drawn to those who show a sincere curiosity about them, their lives, and their experiences. You probably noticed that when someone really listens to you and seems engaged in what you say, you naturally feel a connection. They don't just hear your words. They understand your emotions, your hopes, and your struggles. Take the story of a young man named Peter. He was shy and struggled to make friends in his new city. One day, at a local coffee shop, he struck up a conversation with an older gentleman named Mr. Wilson, who was sitting by the window reading a book. Instead of talking about himself, Peter asked Mr. Wilson about his life, his interests, and the books he loved. Mr. Wilson, being a retired teacher, was more than happy to share. As Peter listened, he didn't just nod along. He asked thoughtful follow-up questions, showing he truly cared about Mr. Wilson's experiences. By the end of their conversation, Mr. Wilson said, "You're one of the few young people I've met who actually listens with interest. Most people only talk about themselves, but you made me feel heard." Peter left that coffee shop with not only a new friend, but a valuable lesson. People are not interested in how much you know about them, but in how much you truly care. This principle, showing real interest in others, goes beyond superficial pleasantries. It's about understanding the other person's world and allowing them to feel seen. When you engage people this way, they're more likely to open up, trust you, and enjoy your company. It's a simple act, but one that has the potential to change the course of relationships. In business or personal life, this approach works wonders. Think of a manager who remembers the name of every employee's dog, or a colleague who asks how your weekend was and truly listens to your response. They don't do it because they have to. They do it because they value you as a person. This makes them stand out, earning respect and trust, both essential ingredients for strong relationships. Real-life example. The power of listening in sales. Consider the example of a top-tier salesperson, Sarah. She didn't rely on flashy pitches or sales jargon. Instead, Sarah focused on asking her clients questions and genuinely listening to their answers. One day, a client walked in, looking frustrated and tired. Instead of immediately diving into the sales pitch, Sarah asked, "What's been weighing on you today?" This simple question opened up a conversation. The client shared their worries about a recent project that wasn't going well. Sarah didn't interrupt. She simply listened, nodding and offering brief, empathetic responses. After hearing the full story, she offered a solution that directly addressed the client's pain points, building trust through her understanding. The client not only bought the product, but later praised Sarah to the company, saying, "She didn't just sell to me. She solved my problem." In that moment, Sarah didn't just make a sale. She forged a relationship built on trust and genuine interest. The lesson here is clear. Show up for others, and they will show up for you. The impact of praise and sincere appreciation. Another cornerstone of building meaningful connections is through the power of genuine praise and appreciation. People thrive on positive reinforcement. When you take the time to genuinely recognize someone's strengths or efforts, it creates an uplifting environment that encourages them to perform even better. Think about a teacher who always acknowledged students for their effort rather than just their results. One student, John, had struggled with math for years. Yet, instead of criticizing his mistakes, the teacher noticed that John had put extra effort into his homework. She praised his diligence, saying, "I'm really proud of how much you're trying. Keep up the hard work, and you'll get there." This praise not only boosted John's self-esteem, but also motivated him to continue working hard. Over time, his grades improved, and he started to believe in his abilities. The teacher didn't need to be overly elaborate. Just a few words of sincere appreciation were enough to change John's mindset. In business, this principle applies equally well. Imagine a boss who notices a team member staying late to finish a project. A simple, "I appreciate your dedication," can go a long way in fostering loyalty and trust. This shows you value the effort, not just the results. By giving sincere compliments, you create a culture where people feel encouraged to contribute their best. Why people love to talk about themselves, let's face it, everyone loves talking about themselves. From our favorite hobbies to our life stories, we all enjoy sharing what makes us unique. And when someone gives us the chance to speak, we feel valued. It's not about dominating the conversation, but rather about creating space for others to express themselves. Imagine you're at a social gathering, and someone asks about your day. Most people at this point would dive into their own stories, hoping to be heard. But what if, instead of talking about yourself, you simply gave others the chance to share? Asking questions like, "What's been exciting for you lately?" Or, "Tell me about your recent experiences with your favorite hobby," opens up a floodgate of conversation. Take the story of Lisa, a young professional who struggled with networking. At every event, she found herself battling awkward silences and felt out of place. One evening, she decided to try something different. Instead of trying to make herself interesting, she began asking everyone she met about their passions and experiences. As a result, people began to gravitate toward her. They felt heard, and they were drawn to her energy. By giving others the space to talk, Lisa built lasting relationships that benefited her both professionally and personally. People didn't remember Lisa for the things she said. They remembered how she made them feel. Her focus on others, rather than herself, created a magnetic presence. The ripple effect of showing respect and gratitude finally. One of the most influential ways to connect with others is through respect and gratitude. When you approach interactions with a humble heart, recognizing the value in everyone you meet, it not only fosters goodwill, but also creates lasting bonds. This doesn't mean always agreeing with someone, but it means treating them with dignity, no matter their background or status. A small thank you note, a kind word, or even just a smile can create a positive ripple effect. People will remember how you made them feel, and they'll be more likely to support you in return. Think of the simple act of holding the door open for someone. It doesn't take much effort, but it shows that you care about others' convenience and comfort. This small act of respect can turn a stranger into a friend. Conclusion: how showing interest can transform your life by making the choice to show genuine interest, appreciate others, and listen actively. You create a foundation of trust and respect that can transform your relationships. These small, everyday actions can have a profound impact on your personal and professional life. When you take the time to make others feel valued, they, in turn, will be more likely to value you. It's not about what you can gain, but about what you can give. And as you give, you'll find that you receive more than you ever expected. Stronger connections, deeper friendships, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond any transactional relationship. Whether in work, friendships, or even family, these principles of showing interest and respect are the building blocks of meaningful, lasting influence. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.